out.
First,
But first,
let's talk about that double House of the Dragon trailer.
Yeah, so we're gonna possibly do the podcast yesterday, and then we got the news that the trailer was gonna be coming out because we got these character posters. So we're like, okay, we'll do it the next day. And so we can talk about the posters first.
Sure.
But regarding the trailer, I was shocked, and I think it's genius that they had this dual trailer campaign come out. But real quickly, just regarding the posters, I know they're just posters, but I just wanted to comment that I don't know. I think it's funny. Like I like the concept of like them looking at each other, but it's just like, I don't know. I look at them and I'm like, oh yeah, all the bad guys are looking to the right and all the good guys are looking to the left. And I'm like, all right, cool. But besides that, we got the trailers, which was the black trailer and the green trailer. And Ian, what did you think?
I mean, obviously, I was super shocked that there was two trailers at the same time. I don't think they like in tone very much like differ per se, but they're like obviously two different perspectives, one of House Green and one of House Black. And I don't know. I think I don't know if you remember my first time watching it. I was more like I'm not really rooting for anyone. I'm just more so like enjoying the story and the characters and just seeing where it goes. Watching like the black trailer and then the green trailer, it made me realize how much I am like maybe rooting for the blacks in this sense.
Yeah.
Because there's not necessarily like any good guys on the green side. And like, I don't know. I feel like you could point to like the what is the Valerians? Like Corlys and Rhaenys. Yeah. Like I look at them as like morally kind of good, like over everyone else, maybe.
Right.
And so the fact that they've backed the blacks feels like something. And I, and speaking of that, like the posters, I love that they were all like the side characters in a sense. Like I feel like they really emphasized that like Rhaenyra and Alicent are like the two main characters now. Like they are head to head, two mothers and fighting for their families. And I loved it. I love seeing both perspectives. I thought there was, I think there's going to be a lot of dragons, obviously, even more than the first season. It looks great. I'm super hyped about it.
I'm gonna clarify. I love the first season, but like I told you, I did not enjoy the trailers. I was not pumped up by the trailers from the first season.
Well, remember there was a trailer that came out before these two, and we skipped talking about it because it was so like
Right, and so I just want to say I was pretty lukewarm about all the trailers for the first season, and I was pretty nervous about the first season when it came out because I just didn't know what to think.
Right,
I gotta say, I'm excited for season 2. These trailers didn't do too much for me, to be completely honest. Like I got the idea.
They reminded you of like what's at stake and like what's to come, and like in a badass way, Like I don't know.
I hear you. Yeah. I just and I get it. They're like it's war. And I'm like, I get it. it. I'm just saying. I'm hoping that this season will also be amazing.
Yeah,
and that I just don't. Because I feel like the parts of House of the Dragon that I like the most are the ones that aren't trailer worthy, Like there's the things I like about the show are
Sure,
not
I
the
agree.
things
Right.
that you would typically see in the trailer.
Right.
So I think that's the only thing. Because I'm like, yeah, okay, we're gonna get some cool fight scenes and
Right.
dragons.
Sure. A lot of the
and-
trailers were a lot of just like visual, like landscapes, and then dragons, and just kind of vaguish stuff.
Right.
So I get like why you say that, but I don't know. I think the fact that like I think the fact that there's two trailers from two different perspectives really like enhances them both. Like I love seeing like, I mean, and it's not like a huge detail, but like the people saying, you know, like at the very beginning and end, like we fight for our queen, and then on the other one, it's like we fight for our king, and
right.
and I think what really showed in the green trailer is like I think we're really gonna see like possibly like an evolution towards like Aegon becoming more Joffrey like. You know, I think he's really gonna have like a season where he's a piece of shit.
I mean, he was already a piece of shit in the first season.
Sure, but I think now with power, he's gonna turn like way worse. Like
probably
just yeah, because he's like yeah, basically bring on war.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be peak awfulness.
Right.
And then you also got. I mean, I can't believe Aemond is so confident against Daemon. I think that's a mistake, but you know, we'll see how that battle turns.
I like how, like, especially with the posters, I like how they clearly are like
those two,
each other, but on each other's side, like on their own sides. Like it's clearly like we get it. They're the same person in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I will say one of the scenes that I liked the most was when Daemon was saying, look, you either bend the knee or your house burns.
Yes. I was like, I love that we're seeing like, you got to pick a side. And if you don't pick ours, you're dead. You know, like that is what I expect from Daemon. And that's what I kind of expect from this like insanely brutal war that's about to happen.
Right.
So yeah, no, I think the vibes and the tones and the way like the story looks like it's going forward is all super exciting. And I love that we got to see both perspectives already. So
right. Yeah. It reminds me of when the marketing for Captain America Civil War came out, and they did have a lot of like Team Tony, Team Cap, and I like the opposing ideas and philosophies. I think this time around, it's a little hard for me to. I need to hear somebody's take, but it's a little hard for me to hear somebody be like, look, I like Team Green.
I think the only redeemable part of Team Green is the fact that Alicent believes she's doing this like for completely just reasons. You know, like she believes that her late husband on his deathbed actually swore in or wanted Aegon to be king.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, that's the only thing. And then, you know, obviously I have a soft spot for Aemond. Maybe that's not obvious, but from past podcasts, it might be obvious. He's just like, there's certain characters like you would like love to play as like in D&D as a villain. And like, that is like the exact kind of character I'd want to make as a villain in like, like a role-playing game. Right. I don't know. There's just something like everything about him is badass. Yeah, he made a really horrible mistake at the very last bit of the season there. And yeah, he seems kind of like a really big coward and piece of shit after that. But, you know, maybe he turns it around. I don't know.
I mean,
we'll see.
I think like he and Alicent, like, because I can't remember everything with Aemond, but he wasn't.
You remember what I was referring to, though, right?
Yes. Okay. But like, I can't remember. Like, I think he had more sympathetic qualities about him that like he's not necessarily. Sure. He's just. I think
he was bullied as a kid.
He was bullied a lot. Like he feels like he's got to like prove himself, and like there's these things that like I completely understand, and
he believes he's rightful for the throne, and
So it's not that I can't see the different sides, but you know, I do think that there's one person who is absolutely the villain, and that would be Otto.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he's manipulated
this whole thing.
Everybody.
Yeah. Otto's gotta go. Yeah. Although I don't want to see him die, but like
he's gonna die.
He's gotta go. Yeah, he's gotta go. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But those are my thoughts.
And I can't help but miss my boy Viserys. I'm so sad.
Yeah, yeah. But it had to happen for this war to start. So
I know.
yeah, it's a shame.
He's gonna be missed.
He will be missed for sure. But I think Rhaenyra and Alicent can take the reins. I think they got the acting power. So
yeah.
Excited. June 14th, June 4th, June 16th. I can't remember.
I think it's June 16th.
It's June 16th. That's the one. Third time's a charm.
Yeah.
So like we'll be watching it.
A little under 3 months away.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to crack open that wine.
Yeah. For anybody that doesn't know, Ian got me 2 bottles of House of the Dragon wine, and I've been holding on to them for almost a year and a half, maybe 2 years.
I think I got them to you in October of 2022. So it'll be a little under 2 years when we open it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
wild.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.